Rain, rain, go away. The weather has been a key storyline in the early days of Southeast Select, scrambling the schedule, but the opportunity remains the same for these players as they try to leave LakePoint sports with some summer hardware. Welcome in to the Baseball Village. I'm Cory McCartney, and today we've got a matchup of Southeast Sox versus Canes, Great Plains KC. We are eyeing a 6:15 first pitch as the Thunder Lightning have wreaked havoc on the schedule. Of course, you couldn't tell from that footage there, but I promise it was sunnier earlier today. I'll be joined along the way by Avery Hunt as well as Jack McCartney. Now, the Prep Baseball Feature Games is just days away, with the top uncommitted players in the United States and Canada converging on LakePoint Sports July 22nd through the 25th. It is hundreds of college coaches and a chance like no other for these players to make an impact here on these fields. I was joined by Prep Baseball Upper Midwest Supervisor Rob Allison to set the stage for what's to come with Team Midwest and Team Minnesota. We are on the road to the Feature Games with this summer's biggest event for the nation's top uncommitted players, set for July 22nd through 25th at LakePoint Sports. And we welcome in Upper Midwest Supervisor Rob Allison. Rob, man, good to see you.
Yeah, you as well. Hope everything's going good.
Absolutely, Rob. Take me inside the excitement for you as you get to extend those invitations, not just for the Feature Games, but for the Senior Feature Games and the Junior Feature Games as well.
These are such impactful events. We probably have a little bit of a paralysis by analysis as we go through the year, looking at all these higher end prospects. We know what the Future Games can do for a young man and helping launch him into college baseball and everything else. So we put a ton of time and effort, and now we're about 2 weeks away, and we'll see a culmination of all of our work and see how it goes.
Well, certainly exciting time for you and for your team, and we're putting our focus on the Feature Games and the 16Us that, as you mentioned, that's a crucial summer for them and their baseball journeys. We're going to look at Team Midwest and Minnesota. Let's start with Team Midwest. Two exciting shortstop, Hank Vosick out of Creighton Prep in Nebraska, Iowa's Brooks Braun from Lewis Central. Two guys with similar resumes, both their state's #1 player, both swinging it from the left side, 60s into 6/8s, velos into triple digits. What made Vosick and Bond stand out to you as you were putting together Team Midwest, and what are your expectations for them as they hit the Feature Game stage?
You know, they check all the boxes from a data perspective. Like you had mentioned, they above average run times, good infield arms, triple digit exit velos. But probably what separates those two amongst everybody else is they're not the #1 ranked players based on their data. They're the #1 ranked players. Like, they're really good in game. They direct traffic on the field. They're leaders. They play at an extremely high level, big motors, high energy, exactly what you would want out of your quarterback in the infield.
Well, Bond has experience at the Junior Feature Games back in 2024, so certainly he's excited to be back. On to Minnesota, and the North Star State's #1 and #2 players will be in attendance. #1 Lincoln Page, outfielder out of Adena, and #2 Thomas Leeper, right-hander from Chaska. Page has got that power speed combo, 6'5", 260, a 99.2 EV, and an absurd 96 mile an hour outfield velo. Leaper's been opening eyes with a fastball that tops out at 90 in a 4-pitch mix. The rankings certainly speak for themselves, Rob, but what were the college coaches going in attendance going to see when they look at Leeper and Page?
Well, you know, they talk a lot about you need to be ready once you get to college to be ready to play, and a lot of that comes with physicality. It's really impressive with Lincoln Page, just because, you know, he's 6 foot, 200 pounds, built like a middle linebacker, immense present strength, but then he runs a 6'5". He runs it out of the outfield in the mid-90s. He has all this data to back him as well. Physically and playability wise, you know, he's as close as you can get as far as walking onto a college campus and being ready to compete day one.
And then take us inside Leaper a little bit. Certainly that fourth pitch mix, I'm sure, had you excited to get him here for future games.
Yeah, 4 pitches, big bodied guy, arm works really well, can really get down the mound with some extension and get on hitters. And with upper Midwest arms, Minnesota kids. He's a big bodied kid, but he probably hasn't shaved too many times in his life up to this point. There's still a lot of growth. There's a lot of maturity. There's a lot of development ahead of him. He has a high ceiling, and we're excited about him.
Rob, it should be noted that 7 Future Games MVPs have come from the states that you represent. Any advice for the other state directors and regional supervisors they put on their team and try to outdo what you've been able to do with those MVPs?
I give all the credit to the players. They've done a heck of a job of making me look like a genius through the years. I've had really played little to no part in all of it. No, we've been very fortunate that we've had guys that are appreciative of the opportunity. They're humbled in regards to being invited and being a part of such a great event. But then I think the kicker is they've showed up and they haven't just been happy about being at the event. They've taken full advantage of their opportunity and being in front of all the college coaches and our staff and have performed at a really high level.
Well, Rob, cannot wait to see what the best of the Midwest has to offer. Safe travels down to Georgia.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Great stuff there from Rob. Again, the Future Games coming up here July 22nd through 25th, and that is absolutely can't miss. We are inching closer to first pitch in today's featured matchup between Southeast Sox and Canes Great Plains KC. Let's take a look at our starting lineups presented by the Windscreen Factory. Southeast Sox being led by Cam Leibel, the shortstop. Then it's Caden Lawton, the center fielder. Max Wyman, the catcher. Bryce Lee, the first baseman. Clint Hoza, second base. Casper Emery in right field. Cash Dunn in left. Tyler Hickman at DH. Caden Bell at third. And A.J. Brooks will be on the mound. Canes Great Plains KC led off by Chase Legault. And then it's Keegan Fiala, Jack Lewis, Noah Martin, Sam Harris, Chase Mundon, Ferris Dinkle, Landon Worcester, Christian Scott, Austin Oakley, and Bryce Crowder will be on the mound for Canes GP. We'll take a break here audio-wise in the studio, and we'll rejoin you with first pitch as we get going in our feature game from the 17U Division of Southeast Select. Welcome in, finally, our featured game of the day. We were supposed to be at 2 o'clock, then 4 o'clock, then 5 o'clock, coming on air almost 6:30. Cory McCartney, Avery Hunt with you. We see Maddie Bullock in the house as well. Southeast Sox, Canes, GPKC. Finally have our first pitch, and it is popped up by Cam Leibel. Let's head it back foul. Bryce Crowder on the mound for the Canes. Liable to be followed by Caden Lawton and Max Wyman. Liable from Marietta High School, 2027, 5'11", 150-pounder. A shortstop today for the Sox. Avery, you're furiously texting, and I know days like this when the weather has wreaked havoc on an event, I've got to be crazy, stressful days for you. So I've got you in air conditioning. You're away from everything at the moment. Are you able to breathe?
Yes, I mean, we're back. I've gotten a lot better at it the older I've gotten, of not losing my ever-loving mind about everything. But yeah, days like today are always a lot of fun with weather going on, and I had weather yesterday and all that fun stuff. So just another day in the life this time of year.
Gardner Edgerton's Bryce Crowder on the mound here for Canes Great Plains. 5'10", 140-pound lefty. Fastball around 77. He's got a changeup 70 to 71, curveball that says 67 to 69, as well as a slider 68 to 69. He's got a full count here against Leibel, leadoff hitter for Southeast Select. Leibel ropes that 93.9. And you can tell by the reaction there, and not by our camera. That's out number 1. That'll be Caden Lawton from East Paulding. 5'10", 177-pounder. Southeast Sox lost Thursday to Dirtbags, 17U American, 3-zip, and Canes Great Plains looking for win number 2. They beat CBAG Victus 5-2. It's now 2-0 here to Lawton. Both these teams will be at Georgia Highlands on Saturday. Southeast Sox playing in GBG Southeast. Canes are playing Nelson Baseball School. Of course, Georgia Highlands kind of helps you out a little bit with the weather, because it's still, Dash has got turf up there, so the boys can.
We lost a game and a half there yesterday because it rained and lightning so long. Didn't want guys starting games at GHC at 10 p.m. So it's okay. Everybody's those games are being played today, so everybody's back where they belong. So
who likes it probably when you have those delays like that is like Guthrie's and those places across the street. Yeah, they're digging that. Lawton sends that in somewhere, and that's the other route. Our camera is not cooperating whatsoever here early on in this game. I think it might be a little waterlogged. Max Wyman's turn now with 2 down. Wyman out of Hillgrove. He's the 47th ranked catcher in Georgia, 310 overall in the class. 6'1", 195-pounder. Stepping in with 2 outs. You're old, so GBG is like Garcia Parra baseball group. When you know that Nomar Garcia Parra has been around long enough to have played, retired, and started a travel organization, that's when you know it's like getting old. Yeah,
it's last week, all the Braves fans tuned in. Johnny Venters was at the ballpark coaching, and just kind of walking around. I was like, that guy looks really familiar. I said, hey, what's your name? He told me, and I was like, dude, you're like one of my favorite arms of my childhood.
When I first started covering the Braves, it was Eric O'Flaherty, Johnny Venters, and Craig Kimbrell.
And Moylan was there yet?
Yep.
That was a heck of a bullpen they
sure
had there at that time. Johnny Venters, before all the arm surgeries.
Multiple Tommy Johns. He had 2 or 3.
Yeah, I had some of the grossest stuff I think anybody's ever seen from the left side.
And such a, I'm sure when you talk to him, still a guy that just is just so even keel too. And even when he was going through all the issues off the multiple arm surgeries, he still kind of maintained that same demeanor, which I was always very impressed by. Wyman is aboard with 2 outs. Going to bring up Bryce Lee. And North Paulding, 6'4", 232 pounds. Bryce will be offered up his tribute if this turns into a mano-a-mano clash. We're playing an hour 30, so if they're tied after an hour 30, they each both have to have some guy out, and it's a duel to the death. Maybe not that extreme, but a duel nonetheless. This is low now, 1-1.
Not a guy I'd want to run into. It seems like a pretty large human being.
Yeah, he's stout. Kane's got a guy, Nate Gerling, who's 6'3", 230. So that's your matchup so far. Oklahoma drills, that's what we'll do. We'll do, instead of, they do penalty kicks in soccer, and we're not doing extra innings in these hour 30 games. We're doing Oklahoma drills.
Yeah, for extra innings and pool play from now on, like soccer, I'll just get to decide how much stoppage time we have, and
that'd be great.
And nobody knows exactly how much time's left at any waking moment. Everybody's just aimlessly looking around.
At tournament director discretion.
Yeah, +4, +8, +7. Nobody knows when the clock starts and that 7 begins, but we're just ballpark guessing.
Oh man. Can't imagine the comments we would get on Facebook and the DMs on IG about that.
Just keep people on their toes.
That's right. 2-1 to Lee, puts it in play. And not once on 3 batted balls in that inning did our camera actually let us see where that ball went. So hopefully that is not forebearing things to come. But regardless, we're through half an inning. You're watching Southeast Select from LakePoint Sports.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports.
Everett, Neela!
But you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
We got Chase Legault, Keegan Fiala, and Jack Lewis due up here for Canes GPKC, bottom of the first inning. AJ Brooks on the mound for the Southeast Sox. Cory McCartney, Avery Hunt with you. This is our feature game from Southeast Select, second day of this tournament. We'll roll on into Tuesday, and then we flip right to 17U National Championship, and then the feature games awaits. And then Southeast Super Sophomore games, and then we can all exhale. You don't have to do anything for Super Sophomore games, though, do you?
Nope.
No.
July the 21st, Cory. July the 21st.
So once we have check-in for future games, you check out.
I will be very much involved in the future games this year, but the future games will never cause me as many headaches as a tournament does. So in my book, if we can just get to July the 21st at about 2 o'clock, my life is complete for another year of summer baseball at LakePoint Sports.
A little delay in the action here. A.J. Brooks awaiting the first batter. Again, he'll face Chase Legault with Keegan Fiala and Jack Lewis to follow for Canes Great Plains. Brooks just keeping the arm fresh here, the Alatoona. You got a lefty-lefty matchup. How often do we get that to start a game?
I know.
As a fellow lefty, I'm excited to see it.
Trying to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking around, just as confused as I am.
This is going to add to the stoppage time.
Yep, this is +5 right here.
That's right.
I got the stopwatch going.
Brooks got a fastball around 85, changeup 74, 76, and a curveball 69 to 71. Alatoona 27. He is patiently waiting. He's got Max Wyman at catcher, Bryce Lee at first, Clint Hoja at second. What are we doing? So maybe there's a problem with the scoreboard. All right, well, Clint Hoja is at second, Caden Bell at third, Cam Leibel at short. Outfield goes Cash Dunn in left, Caden Lawton in center, and Casper Emery in right here for the Southeast Sox. Everybody's returning to their position, so hopefully that's a good sign.
We realized after the top half of the first that our home plate guy did not have on his shin guards. So.
Okay. Well, there you go.
See, soccer reference number 2 in the last 5 minutes.
Everybody's got World Cup fever.
You got to get those shin guards on.
Yeah. Well, finally, here is Chase Legault. Chase had a Lansing high in Kansas. 5'8", 160-pounder. Playing second base for Canes. Brooks finally able to deliver. Pumps it in for, it looked like a strike, but I guess he just missed high. It's a good frame job. It was right back to the exact same spot, and it's 2-0. You're a former catcher. Are those strikes?
You're on defense, they're all strikes.
Yeah.
If I'm hitting, they're all balls.
Okay. That's what I like to hear. Count is 3-0 here to Legault, and he walks him on 4 pitches. So Legault will be aboard for Keegan Fiala. And Avery, I got to ask you, there's obviously a lot of bat news going around this week. USA Baseball, National Federation of High School, state associations announced now BB can be drop 4, drop 5, and drop 6. Drop 6 at the high school level.
I think it's the dumbest thing of all time. I mean, you think of some of the big time, high school bats that we see here in the state of Georgia. I mean,
we got guys swinging, 106-mile-an-hour exit velos.
Yeah, so we're going to tell guys of the like of Drew Burris, Trevor Condon, Colin Anderson.
Yep.
All these guys that
can swing a drop 6.
If they can swing a drop 6 against a guy throwing, 87 plus. Like, what benefit does that have to the player when they go play college baseball and they're going to go from swinging a 33, whatever that math is, 27 to a 33, 29 facing 94 to 96 every night?
So don't they say that the reason for it is that they're saying kids are having trouble transitioning to high school, so you're allowing them to take this on because it allows them to acclimate better to the high school game because they can swing a lighter bat. But isn't it going to be like the coach's discretion to be like, guys, come on, juniors and seniors aren't swinging drop 6s?
And my take on that is it's like, if you're a freshman or sophomore in high school and you can't swing a drop 3, like,
Probably shouldn't be playing varsity.
Probably shouldn't be playing varsity baseball. Like that just doesn't make a whole ton of sense to me. And I'm sure there's people that are smarter than I am that made these decisions, and my opinion isn't going to change them. But it just.
Well, I think what happened was they saw guys were getting into high school, and a lot of them were keeping the same bat for 4 years, and they said, we need to sell more baseball bats.
It's just it's tough for me to understand the reasoning behind that. So now we're going to have, the big league game has gone to the pitch clock and gone to all these different measures to make the game faster and make it more up pace, which is great. Everybody's loved it. So now we're going to have, let's say 2 6A teams in the state of Georgia. Say Etowah and Parkview are playing each other. And you're going to have all 9 guys swinging a drop 5 bat. That game might last 4.5 hours.
I honestly think it's going to be up to the coach to be like, we're not doing it. Or, you tailor it towards the kid. I mean,
and the guys will do that until it's time, until they start losing games,
sure.
13-12, and it's just like
don't you wonder too? Think about Ian Smith and Hudson Graham when they're going out to watch a kid, and the kid's breaking off 112 EVs with a bat, and you got to be like, what's he swinging?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you were around with it being the 4th and the 13U National Championship last week.
Yeah, they were back to the medal.
It's 13U baseball at the higher levels right now. It's a different sport with the drop 5 bat. It is it's a different sport. Guys are hitting baseballs ridiculously hard, and we're talking about guys that aren't fully developed yet, right? You're going to tell me 16, 17, 18-year-olds they're fully grown men, or it just doesn't.
I think one thing you're going to see kind of something we're not thinking about is obviously when you're younger you wear that chest protector underneath I think a lot of kids are going to have to wear that now.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows how hard of a liner you're going to take with them swinging bats that light.
Yeah, I mean, and we're lucky enough to have turf here, but not every high school field is LakePoint with 8 turf. It doesn't have turf fields. You get a bad hop off a 115 mile an hour ground ball, who's covering guys for the facial reconstruction when the ball hits you in the face?
Yep.
And I know they're not going to be the drop 5 bats now that guys use, and they'll be BB core, but it just doesn't. Personally, it doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Just to be, and that's my opinion on it. It's just I don't. How are pro guys going to, obviously, the rumors of the new labor negotiation and all that stuff are what they are. But, if I'm the Milwaukee Brewers and I'm going to watch a high school kid play and he's swinging a drop 6,
it just won't correlate. How
do I project that the guy's going to now swing a drop 1 or 2 in the big leagues with wood?
That one is roped by Noah Martin. That's on its way all the way to the wall. Here comes a run for Canes. They're going to make it 2. Martin's going to be standing at second, and he's got a 2-run double. That was all the way to the wall. And I kind of want to know what Noah Martin's swinging there, because he put absolute power into that one, 89.6 off his bat, and he's got Canes GP on the board. In related news, Bryce Harper asking if they can use metal bats in the final round of the home run derby.
That'd be exciting. I mean, if we want to host high school home run derbies and guys want to swing drop 5, hey, all for it. Let's see how far we can hit them. But I don't know. I saw that news come across and I was like, what are we talking about here?
So are all states automatically opted in, or can each state's high school athletic association be like, we're not doing that?
I would assume under the NFHS rules that it's the National Federation, that everybody is governed by that. I'm sure. I don't know if it's an NCAA decision where they have no have no power, but
Ooh, right up the middle. Brooks got to get out of the way of that. Sam Harris has got himself a base hit. Well, certainly unexpected news, though, I think, in the landscape of high school baseball, without question.
My big question is, who was complaining that high school baseball wasn't scoring enough runs? We tried, I don't know, in 2013 or 12, we decided, hey man, these bats are very dangerous, and we went to the BB Corps, and now, whatever that is, 10 to 15 years later, we're like, hey, you know what? Let's just let them use whatever they want.
About the only time I ever have any issue with it is when we get to the state championships and you're asking these teams to go play on professional-sized fields, and you completely change the makeup and tenor of what a lineup can do because you've taken them out of the dimensions that they're used to playing in all year, and all of a sudden you have them, they're playing 410 to center field as opposed to what they're used to. I know I got you pumped up. This is a tough.
Sorry,
but that's about the only time I've ever even thought about, hey, maybe something should change. But that's certainly
for sure. And then that's an easy fix, right?
Yeah.
Of like, hey, let's just play these games at the high school
stadiums. Yeah. Or play them here.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're keeping AJ Brooks busy. Shortstop has it. Did he get the out at second? He in fact did. Another run does score though. It's now 3-0 Canes. They are squaring up AJ Brooks.
And we'll just keep revisiting this half inning, and I promise we'll stop talking about it. You watch a high-level 16 or 17-year-old game at LakePoint, like there's not a lack of offense.
Yeah.
And these are with wood bats, and I know some wood bats these days are causing an uproar. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. But we're not, every game here is not 1-0.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I guess bat companies need to make more money. I think they're probably doing all right. If I had to guess, at $400 to $500 a bat, but I don't know.
But with the rules before, like a kid could get a bat when he's a freshman, he could just keep the same, conceivably keep the same bat his entire high school career. Ferris Dinkle's up, and he rips that into left field. Another hit for Canes. They are all over AJ Brooks early in this game. But before, think about it, when you're in travel ball every year, you're having to get a new bat. Is it length, whatever drop it is? And you could go through high school and be like, this is the bat you're using for the duration of your high school career. And it won't be the case any longer. It says Landon Worcester. Worcester is 6'1", 176. His team's up 3-0, 2 outs. He's got 2 aboard. Brooks has now thrown 23 pitches. I'm still waiting on one of these teams to get on Game Changer. They're both listed on Game Changer, but nobody has yet to hit the button. Worcester, another one. Man, they are driving it right up the middle. That is 3 hits in this inning that AJ Brooks has had to finagle his way out of the path of.
That's our 4th, maybe 5th exit velo above 90.
Yeah, they are squaring him up without question. Now Christian Schott. Shot out of DeSoto High School in DeSoto, Kansas. The 27th ranked catcher in Kansas, 179 overall. He's got EVs around 93.3, so another guy that could do some damage here if he gets a hold of one. What was your top EV when you were playing? Did you ever know?
No.
I don't think mine would have gotten me pulled over in Georgia.
Yeah, mine probably would have got me pulled over depending on which interstate you were on. 75, I probably would have been all right.
Yeah.
285, they probably would have got me for a super speeder, but it's.
Was Brooks on the 1-1? Gets a strike in the outside corner. He's now 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. 3 runs on 4 hits for Canes. One, 2, and another one squared up. Second base has it though and makes the play. Inning is over. The Canes have raced out to a 3-0 lead after 1. We'll be back momentarily from LakePoint Sports.
The success of every athlete depends on their instincts and split-second decision-making skills. S2 Cognition delivers the leading digital evaluation that is scientifically validated to measure these cognitive abilities that have been unquantifiable until now. The S2 eval is designed to analyze how athletes see, think, and react to in-game split-second decisions. So how does S2 work? The S2 eval is a 30 to 45-minute sport-specific digital evaluation that measures an athlete's cognitive skills and instincts. The eval is uniquely designed for each sport to capture the split-second decisions made in the game. The S2 score report is automatically generated after the eval, with data that provides a complete picture of the athlete's cognitive skills. These results will unlock opportunities for athletes, coaches, athletic directors, scouts, and general managers. It's time to know your game so that you can build to win.
Our player spotlight, presented by Rawlings, is squarely on Tyler Hickman at Cartersville, 5'10", 191-pounder, fifth-ranked catcher in Georgia, 23rd overall. He's number 19 in the nation at the position, 246 overall in the class. Pop times a 191, got a catcher velo of 77. He will be at this summer's Southeast Super Sophomore Games. Last year, he was a junior feature gamer. And kid can absolutely hit, as the Scouts Take shows, consistently squares pitches up with feel for hard contact. And Avery, I don't know how much time you spent around Tyler Hickman, but a local guy, and I know it means a lot to Tyler to come here and perform well in these fields. It's almost like he feels like he's defending home turf.
Absolutely. I haven't been around him a ton, but yeah, every time I've seen him play, he's always been super impressive. So,
and he's at 29, playing at 17-year-olds right now. I think that's the thing you really got to drive home. He's the guy punching well above his weight, and Hickman certainly showing he can hang. So we are on to inning number 2. We've got Clint Hoja, Casper Emery, and Cash Dunn due up for Southeast Sox, and that has Hickman just 4 batters away. So we'll see if we get to see Tyler here in this inning. A little more Bryce Crowder on the mound for the Canes. Clint Hoja, another Cartersville product, 27. A 3-0 lead for Canes. They were all over A.J. Brooks in the bottom of the first. First pitch, Hoja puts it in play. Shortstop has it, throws in time for out number 1. So a quick first out. Turn it over now to Casper Emery. Emery from Clark Central High School in Athens. The 58th ranked outfielder in Georgia, 234 overall. EV's around 98.8. 5'10", 194-pounder. Watch it strike one out of the hands of Crowder. Sox trying to mount a response. 3 runs on 4 hits. Bottom half of the first for the Canes. One is popped up well foul. You been in here when we've been hit by a ball yet?
I've not.
No, we've had some pretty good ones.
I've not. I've been in the tower plenty.
Oh,
so
sure, yeah.
I'm sure it's a similar feeling.
But we don't know when anything's coming here, though. We're literally in a bunker. Goes down on strikes, now 2 down.
Just as an FYI, with the new studio, you might show up one day and I might just have a desk set up in the corner over there. Just
I'm sorry.
I said I promise I'll keep it clean.
Okay,
You'll never know I'm
appreciate
here.
that. This is Cash Dunn, waiting for that debut album to drop. That's not the lock and key biggest country singer name that we've had all summer. Swings through that one. East Paulding, 27.
I'd be a good country artist.
It sure would. Well, you've seen the clips of Morgan Wallen when he used to play baseball, so. Dunn drives that, and you see the tip of the hat from Crowder. Inning is over. Canes holding up that 3-0 lead. We'll be back. You are watching Southeast Select.
There's nothing more important for your organization than the look and functionality of where your team spends most of their time. Here at Netting Pros and Stadionic, we create iconic facilities that exceed industry standards and become the headline of your organization. We've worked with dozens of the top leagues, collegiate programs, and professional baseball organizations.
We are here at Clemson University to build our second baseball field on a football field.
And having that partner with Netting Pros to be able to look at that and say, how can we make this happen that can be great for fans, great for the experience, and they nailed it.
We have customized solutions for whatever your needs may be to help every aspect of your project, bringing facilities to life.
You got to make sure that we're having the top premier products. We want the best for our guys.
Without great partnerships and collaboration with Netting Pros, we wouldn't be able to pull this off.
We're confident that your venue will stand above the rest and your vision for the future will be made into a reality. Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports. Well, you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
Last batter in the order, Austin Oakley, now up for the Canes. He's to be followed by Chase Legault, the leadoff hitter. Check swing. He's in for a strike. A.J. Brooks hoping for a much quicker inning than he had in the first. Gave up 4 hits, 3 runs. Got an 0-1 count here to Oakley. Oakley with a dribbler to second. That as a quick out, number 1. So the Lansing 2027 is out via the ground out. Brings us back to the top of the order and Chase Legault. Well, Brooks has got to be excited. He got out number 1 on just a couple pitches.
Didn't have to wait for the umpire to get his shin guards.
That's right,
He was ready to go.
This is outside, 1-0. Brooks has thrown 31 pitches. Just need to swing through that one. We're going to try to race the sun on this game and see if we can get it over with before the sun sets. That's the goal.
Sure, probably. If we should. Usually got to about 8:10, 8:15.
Okay. Ooh, just misses. Count will be even up here at 2-2. Brooks certainly thought he had the strikeout. Just got the Amazon notification that cat food was delivered to my house.
It's big.
Have I told you that we have cats now? There were cats that were birthed in my backyard, and we now have adopted 2 of them.
I'm also a proud new cat dad.
Yeah, well, I have a dog too, and she's not down with this situation.
I don't know if this story has reached the airwaves of the YouTube yet, but so we got our cat because we had snakes in our yard. We have a little creek behind our house. It's like, hey, wife's like, let's get a cat. I'll take care of it. Go get the cat. We bring it home. Let the dogs outside. They're like, meet the cat. And don't freak the cat out. Freaks the cat out. Cat runs up a 40-foot oak tree. Sleeps its first night in the Hunt household. 40-foot in an oak tree. Ended up having to call a tree service to come get the cat down.
Wow.
Safe to say, since the day we got the cat has not been outside to kill the snakes it was designed for. It's now just a house cat that just wanders our house and kind of just does its own thing.
There you go.
Just 2 guys, 2 proud cat dads here on the broadcast.
Yeah. Well, I have 2 that I didn't know I was getting. They said my dog found the litter in the backyard. Fiala ropes that It's on its way into left center, and that's going to be caught by the left fielder for out number 2. Runner will retreat to first. Yeah, we have like the tower and all that stuff now. I didn't know you needed so many things. They had like this robotic cat litter.
We have one of those.
Contraption.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like $700.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I couldn't go there.
Our cat was living outside, and now it has a robotic cat litter thing, and sleeps on the bed. And
there you go.
A nice air conditioned home, and really got the cat got the luck of the draw.
And you still have snakes.
Still have snakes. Snakes are still an issue at the Hunt household.
2-0 to Jack Lewis.
So my Twitter is tagged in the post. If anybody's got any snake solutions, I'm all ears for those. I was kind of in the same boat. My wife decided at 12 o'clock we were getting a cat, and 2 o'clock we had a cat. So.
Well, my younger son wanted a cat, and I kept saying, I don't think the dog's going to like the cat, so I don't think we should get a cat. And then, good Lord decided to put him in my backyard.
There you go.
So, yeah, he saw God Will Provide play out in my backyard.
Yeah, we have 2 dogs. Our oldest one couldn't care less if the cat is in the house. Care less. The younger one is still trying to figure out the whole having a cat in the house thing. It's always giving it the side eye, like, well, what's the cat doing?
Jack Lewis puts it in play. Third base cuts it off. Can he make the throw in time? He cannot. He came off the bag, so they'll have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Tough play at third.
Slow chopper like that in the corner, you kind of got to gamble and try and get that first big hop, especially with a plus runner like that down the line, and it's trying to get the big hop and throw it as quick as you can. It's a tough play over there.
Be Noah Martin now, who's already got 2 RBIs in the ledger. Pitch count now up to 44 for Brooks. He's got 2 down in the inning, trying to strand a couple runners. His team already trailing 3-0. Noah Martin from Gardner Edgerton High in Kansas. Kansas Wesleyan signee, so he's a 2026, still able to get some extra reps in before he heads off to college. Runner taken off. Gets it in for a strike, and they both will advance via double steal.
I don't know if we completely saw that one as a runner at first, but good job, doing as the guy in front of you does.
Yep.
If you're the trail base runner, you just kind of let the guy in front of you. Like, oh, you're running? All right, I'll run too. Why not? Just got to make sure you get a good jump. Don't want to get back picked on the backside, though.
Misses the outside there to Martin. Count is now 2-2. Brooks trying to get out of here without any further damage, already down 3 runs. Martin puts it in play. It is sky high, and will apparently look to the umpire for the sign. And there it is. Inning is over. 2 stranded by the Canes. They still lead 3-0 when we come back.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
is Tyler Hickman, again, subject of our Rawlings Player Spotlight. Leading things off here for Southeast Sox. He's to be followed by Caden Bell, and then we're back to the top of the order with Cam Leibel. Ran through him in the spotlight, but Hickman EVs with a 96 miles an hour. 5'10", 191-pounder, also gets on the mound and can run it up into the mid-80s. 5th-ranked catcher in Georgia. It is absurd, the catching skills that we have in the state of Georgia amongst the classes of 27 through 29. Hickman just one of a number of high-level catchers in this state. He's got a 3-1 count here to Crowder. It's a payoff pitch. Another 3-2 to here to Hickman. Sends that back foul. Mention Hickman being 19th in the nation amongst catchers. Along with him, you got Hudson Bradford, who's 12th in the country. Connor Freilich, who's 5th. Rylan Long, who's 2nd. Xavier Rodriguez, number 1. Those are all Georgia catchers in the class of 2029. These guys are absolute depth. Hickman sends that into right field. Tyler Hickman's going to have extra bases, not holding it first. That is into the corner. We assume he's going to hold it second. Nope. Yeah, Hickman will in fact hold it second. Thought we might have had a ground rule double situation. So Tyler Hickman, leadoff double. Avery Hunt's got to bounce. Avery, we'll see you soon, man.
We're good now. We're
back.
Back.
Okay,
we're
you're
back.
good. Okay, never mind.
We're back.
Crisis averted. So Tyler Hickman, in that midst of your chaos, got himself a leadoff double, 87.1 off the bat. But just an absurd number of high-level catchers in 29, and Hickman just one of them. It's going to be pretty wild next year when you think about that next year's future games class. They could have all those catchers representing Georgia.
Just everybody catch one inning.
Yeah, it'll be like pitchers, but we'll be doing it with the high-level catchers. Talking to Shooter Hunt, he said, and I guess I didn't put 2 and 2 together on this until he brought it up. This will be the very first year that the future games will not, this class has no committed players.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is the first time we've been waiting for this after the recruiting changes. And it's happening.
Yeah, it should be a loaded event per usual. So, always looking forward to that event. And yeah, it's crazy that it feels like the recruiting changes were made so long ago that there were guys last year that were like committed at 14 or whatever. I guess it's only been 2 years. 2 years, right? So it's not that long ago, but this will be the 3rd year, but it's still feel like that's been a thing for a while now.
Caden Bell reaches out, pops that one into left center, is caught. Not caught, bounced. Because that convergence there, maybe somebody came down with it, they did not, so Bell's going to be at first, Hickman at 3rd. And, obviously we've spent years talking about that, but so glad they made those changes. It was interesting to see kids who would be committed in 8th grade, how many of them actually held strong to that commitment by the time they were seniors, or on the flip side, how many schools had the same coaching staff that could still hold up that same commitment by the time the kids were able to sign. I remember talking to Cannon Golden about that. He committed to South Carolina as an 8th grader, and he decommitted his junior year, ended up now obviously at Ole Miss, but he's like, I wasn't in a position I didn't know what I wanted. So obviously it was for the best for everybody, including these coaches who probably felt a little squeamish about reaching out to an 8th grader and saying, I'd love to have you come play baseball for me in 4 years.
So, college baseball, there's so many moving parts. Like, who knows if that staff's going to be there?
Exactly. Go Cam Leibel right off of Crowder's glove. Hickman's going to score. Hard hit ball, 95.2. So you can understand Crowder having some trouble corralling that thing. Just smacked right off the leather, and Hickman crosses the plate to make it 3-1. Cam Lible coming through, and now Caden Lawton's turn.
It's crazy, like a few years ago, like during the junior future games, you'd have, for like the Team Georgia games, you'd have every SEC and ACC school there watching 14-year-olds.
Unbelievable.
This is craziness.
Bounces right off of Lawton's foot, and that thing, I wanted to see the EV on that pitch to hit off of his foot. So now it'll be Max Wyman. Well, we have certainly righted the ship then, where these college coaches can now come. And obviously, it's changed now with the senior feature games, where these guys can come and really put their attention on some guys who need it. Going out there to check on Crowder. Right the ship here. Again, 1 run scoring in this inning. Hickman crossed after Cam Lible had a hard hit ball.
Big shout out to my wife for being in the comment section on the YouTube.
I like that. Well, so she should have said something about the snakes. She should have given us a situational update here. Maybe she can. She's at the beach, right? So maybe she can get some. Maybe she can find somebody with some sage advice down that way on how you handle critters. It's now 0-1 here to Max Wyman, the catcher. 1 run in this inning for the Sox, trying to eat into this 3-1 Canes Great Plains lead. He's well outside. 1 down here in the inning. Wyman from Hillgrove, 27, 6'1", 195-pounder. Runs that one back. Foul count will be 1-2. It's like I'm in a club now. We've got some like bass that I can feel through the walls here. Team's over at the batting cage getting ready for the next wave of games. Last game's today at 9 o'clock, is that right?
Yep, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
This is outside, count now 2-2. Crowder's lost his hat 3 or 4 times now in this inning.
Yeah, we've had a late night last night. We're going to try and get everybody out of here at a normal hour this evening, so. It's that time of year, though, unfortunately, where the weather just does random things throughout the day.
It can be gorgeous, and then next thing you know, we've got thunder, lightning, runners taking off, the double steal's on. So they both advance, but Wyman goes down on strikes, and now 2 down. Give us Bryce Lee, 0 for 1.
While we have a mound visit, I'm gonna do a
that's gonna be Crowder. So Crowder is stepping off the mound. His day is over. Pitching change for Canes GP. We'll be back. You're watching Southeast Select.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports. Well, you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
Pitching change for the Canes. They are now rolling with Gavin Seaton. Seaton from Ottawa Senior High School in Kansas. The right-hander is going to be facing Bryce Lee, Clint Hoza, Casper Emery. All due up here for Southeast Sox. See how long this inning continues. Runners at second and third. Seaton's now got a 1-1 count. So when your wife's away and it's just you and the animals, what's the food situation?
So the dogs go to the in-laws' house because I'm not home.
Okay.
The cat, she gets fed in the morning and fed at night, and she's as happy as she can be.
What's the food situation, not the animals' food situation?
Oh, my food situation? Ballpark food most of the time, or Quick Trip or Chick-fil-A.
Your food by proximity.
Yeah.
Cannot lay off the elevated fastball. Seaton gets him down on strikes, 2 stranded. Canes still lead 3-1 when we come back from Southeast Select.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
Achieving your health and fitness goals takes hard work and the right nutrition. That's where First Form can help. Our industry-leading protein supplements can help fuel your journey. Visit firstform.com today and elevate your results.
It'll be Sam Harris to lead off, followed by Chase Munden and Ferris Dinkle for Canes Great Plains KC, leading 3-1 over Southeast Sox as we move to the bottom of the third inning. A little more A.J. Brooks on the mound for the Sox. Avery Hunt had to exit, so you're just stuck with just me, Cory McCartney. We'll get Jack McCartney in here a little bit later. He's out on photo patrol right now. Harris is 1 for 1. Spring Hill, Kansas, 2027. Sends that one foul. Next pitch for Brooks will be number 50. Caught in foul territory, although our camera didn't switch over, so now it'll be Chase Munden. Chase is 0 for 1. Munden from Gardner, Kansas. Mid-American Nazarene signee. 2026 was the 65th ranked outfielder in Kansas in the class, number 296 overall. Drives that, it's on its way into right field. And you can tell by the reaction from Brooks on the mound that was out number 2. Apologize for our camera not switching over. It's been a little hit or miss on this field today. Ferris Dinkle now up. He is 1 for 1. Lawrence Free State High School in Kansas. 13th ranked outfielder in the state, and it's like the camera's just trying to show me it can switch over. 52nd overall. EV's up to 100.4. Bat speed is 74.5 for the 6'3", 166-pounder. Dinkle penciled in as the extra hitter today for the Canes. He's got a 1-1 count. 2 down in the inning, 2 quick outs, exactly what Brooks was hoping for. He's settled in a little bit since that first inning in which he gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. Big blow there, a 2-run double off the bat of Noah Martin. Sox have managed to get 1 run back. They're hoping for a quick inning defensively here. This is outside. Count will be 2-2. Misses low to Dinkle, so the count will now be full. Should he get aboard, it'll be Landon Worcester. Payoff pitch. Swing, a miss. Did he go? He got a piece of that. He did go down on strikes, I think, maybe for a second there. Dinkle thought that was a foul. He strikes out. Inning is over. We're moving on with a 3-1 lead for Canes GP when we come back.
It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. Taking the stage, making the name, flipping the script, changing the game. We're taking the stage, making the name, flipping the script, changing the game. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 3rd inning, or top of the 4th, excuse me. Our scoreboard has yet to flip. Oh, there we go. There we go. Clint Hoza, Casper Emery, Cash Dunn due up here for Southeast Sox. They got 1 run back in the 3rd, hoping for a little more magic here in the top of the 4th. Gavin Seaton had the inning strikeout to strand 2 in the 3rd. He's now got an 0-2 count here against Hoza. Hoza from Cartersville, 27, 5'8", 155-pound second baseman. And gets him down on strike. So back-to-back strikeouts for Seton. With one down, in steps Casper Emery from Clark Central. 58th ranked outfielder in Georgia. EVs nearly 99 miles an hour. Seton misses inside. Two hits in this game so far for Southeast Sox, 5 for the Canes. All games today being played, hour and 30-minute time limit, so we can try to squeeze all the games in. Had a number washed out yesterday, number impacted earlier today by weather. So trying to get all these games in and get everybody their allotment before we turn things over to bracket play. Count is 3-0 here to Emery, and he walks him. So after a strikeout, Seton issues a walk to Emery. In steps Cash Dunn now with a runner at first, 1 out. Dunn is 0 for 1. Misses high. Both these teams back at it tomorrow, playing at Georgia Highlands. Southeast Sox will play GBG Southeast. Canes will play Nelson Baseball School. And they're both off-site as well on Sunday. Southeast Sox will play Nelson Baseball School, and Canes Great Plains will play the Dirtbags. And then Monday, both back here at LakePoint. Sox will play CBA GA Victus, and Canes will get a crack at GBG Southeast. So Casper Emery standing at first, a now 2-0 count here to Cash Dunn. Then fouls that off. Sun shining through the side of the scout tower there. You can see it getting a little bit brighter along the backs of the batter. Certainly creating some issues in the left side of the infield. We'll see if that comes into play. And this is pretty wildly glove side, makes it 3-1. Seton taking his time on the 3-1. Feel like someone's going to step out. Nope. Fires, misses high. Another walk. So back-to-back walks here to Casper Emery and Cash Dunn. Give us our second look at Tyler Hickman, who hit a double his last trip to the plate. Does it again here. He'll have a tie ball game. Hickman with those bright yellow cleats, or turf shoes, I should say. Not allowed to wear cleats here at LakePoint Sports. Molded cleats, you can't wear the metal ones. Seton misses off speed. Start off ball 1 here to Hickman. Again, doubled in his last trip to the plate. Imagine there's a ball on the field from another game, just a field umpire calling for time. All right, now we're back at it. Count is 1-0 here to Hickman. Again, 1 for 1, doubled his last trip to the plate. He's got runners at first and second. That's a strike at 81.4 from Seton. Counts now even. Right down the middle for strike number 2. It's a 1-2 to Hickman. Again, runners at first and second. He's already doubled in this game. Hickman puts that in play down the right side, and that is going to be trouble. Bases will now be loaded. That's cut off by the catcher. So Hickman comes through with another hit, his second of the ball game. So with a Sox player on every bag, it brings up Caden Bell. I'm going out now to have a conversation with Seaton. Struck out batter to strand 2 in the third. Struck out the first batter of this inning, but back-to-back walks. And then Hickman coming through with his second hit of the game to load the bases. And that brings up Caden Bell, who is 1 for 1. Bell, another player playing up for the Southeast Sox team. So Hickman, a 29, just hit. He had his second hit. Caden Bell, a 28, already has one hit in his pocket, going up there searching for number 2 with the bases loaded, 1 out. Bell out of Hillgrove, 6 foot, 165 pounder. Ooh, Seaton misses inside. Bell shows bunt. That was all the way to the backstop. Everyone will hold their place though, so bases will remain loaded. Took a hard bounce off the back there, so you can understand. Runner at third. Clint Hosa holding steady. Count is 2-0 to Bell. Bell shows bunt again. Another miss, and exactly like the last one. This time, though, the runner does take off from third, and they got him at home. Was willing to go this time, but just a flip from the catcher to Seaton in time to get the runner at the plate. Sox coach asking for some clarification there. Suffice to say, does not agree with that call, but nonetheless, now 2 outs. Counts now 3-0 to Bell. If he gets on, it's Cam Leibel, the leadoff hitter. All right, still a run-scoring opportunity here for Caden Bell as he shows bunt again. Pulls back. It's strike 1. And in steps Jack McCartney over there watching the first couple innings of this one as Bell is now aboard via the walk. It's going to bring us back to the top of the order in Cam Leibel. And Jack, looked like A.J. Brooks from Southeast Sox. A little rocky start for him on the mound. He's kind of found his way since, but Sox having a hard time right now answering that 3-0 lead that the Canes took in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, Canes, they got the lead early. They've done a great job pitching-wise.
Well, they found themselves in some trouble here. They had a play at the plate off of a second back. They had 2 pitches within 3, bounce off the back, and there comes 1 run, and that's the 3rd time in the last 4 or 5 pitches that Seaton has watched one get past the catcher and go all the way back to the wall, and that results in another run to make it now 3-2. So as I speak on that, we now have a 1-run ball game, so it changes the tenor of everything.
It does. It does indeed.
But now 1-1 count here to Cam Leibel, but Noah Martin, 2 runs double there for Canes in the bottom of the first, certainly making his play for player of the game early. We'll see if that holds. We got about 21 minutes of game time left, so we're playing hour 30 games.
Yeah, that's one of the blessing and a curse of playing hour 30s is you lose 30 minutes of time that if you're the team that's the underdog in that situation, you're losing momentum now.
We got to strike fast and hold on to it. Canes certainly taking that 3-0 lead, trying to see if they can get out of here without any further damage. We've now seen Southeast Sox score 1 in the third and 1 in the fourth. And they've now got Cam Leibel aboard with runners on. I'm going to forewarn you, our cameras have not been switching with consistency, so sometimes we get a play, sometimes we don't.
Well, and I mean, from looking at it right now, it's showing about everything. At least you can see a lot more in this angle.
Leibel pops that up foul. Counts now full. Seton 1 pitch away from getting out of this, but again, we've already seen 1 run cross for Southeast Sox here. Off of a wild pitch, had a play at the plate, denying them another. The 3-2 to Leibel. Sends another one back foul. That one took a hard bounce.
Yeah, really. It smacked the
facade of the scout tower and comes all the way back to Seton. Umpire's going to check that out, make sure there's no scuffs. Gives them the ball back and get another attempt at a 3-2.
I will say I was surprised when they took out Crowder.
I thought he was pitching well, but again, they could have been saving him potentially.
Yeah, I mean, he was at 43 pitches.
Swing and a miss, goes down on strikes. Back-to-back innings in which Seton gets an inning-ending strikeout, but he did allow 1 run, and it has turned this into a 3-run game, 3-2 game, a 1-run game. When we come back, you're watching Southeast Select from LakePoint Sports.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
Landon Worcester will lead off the inning here for Canes. Great Plains, they gave up 1 run in the top of the fourth to turn this into a 3-2 ball game. Christian Scott and Austin Oakley. So we've got 8, 9, and 10 due up for the Canes here in the fourth.
Wow.
And there's did that hit off of Worcester?
No, it went right next to him though.
Okay. Well, it's certainly not what he expected to see as he gets ready to step into the box. And umpire says, thank you, got another baseball to put into the satchel. Worcester 1 for 1. I am honestly surprised Brooks is still in this game after the way he looked in the first inning, but he has righted the ship. Gave up 3 runs on 4 hits in the first inning. Since then, just 1 hit by the Canes. And he has done his part to allow his team to come back and try to find a way to claw their way back to a win. Worcester, though, gets a hold of that 87.4. And he got all of that one. Yep, Worcester is backtracking, gone, and unfortunately our camera did not switch, so all apologies there, but Landon Worcester goes yard, and he has extended this lead back to a 2-run ball game here as Canes get a leadoff home run from Landon Worcester. That was 87.4 off his bat. He's got a reason to celebrate as it's now another run crossing the plate for the Canes. Gotta say, Jack, I think that's one of the first times our camera's not cooperated, but the Lathe South 27, 41st ranked right-handed pitcher in Kansas, 180 overall, coming through with the leadoff homer here in the 4th. Now Christian Scott's turn. Shot gets on that one, 85.7. And that one wasn't out. I'm surprised the camera's not switching. Typically, we've been getting a pretty good return on these cameras, especially on the shots to the outfield, but it's not cooperating here on field 13, so we'll have to remember that for future broadcasts.
I will say it's very, like I said earlier, it's very wide.
Yeah, it's
a lot of room up top.
Now Austin Oakley first pitch swinging.
And it didn't even move. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we get at the very end. So the thing we actually didn't want to see, we wanted to see 2 well-struck balls, but Oakley grounds out back to the top of the order now, and Chase Legault. Now, 4 runs on 6 hits for Canes. Legault fouls that one back, and oddly now he just wants to sit on this view. So you never know what you're going to get with artificial intelligence, and these cameras are driven by AI. But sometimes AI can even be drunk at the wheel.
Well, I feel like that's how those Waymos have been doing.
Yeah.
Drunk at the wheel.
It's now 1-1 here to Brooks. From Brooks to Legault. Brooks, 65 pitches. And this is low now, 2-1. Southeast Sox lost 3-0 yesterday to Dirtbags American. Great Plains, Canes Great Plains were 5-2 winners over CBA GA Victus. Legault drives that one. That is out number 3. And again, we just had to take the word of the umpire for it. We are through 4-2 lead here for Canes. Landon Worcester coming through with a solo home run.
The success of every athlete depends on their instincts and split-second decision-making skills. S2 Cognition delivers the leading digital evaluation that is scientifically validated to measure these cognitive abilities that have been unquantifiable until now. The S2 eval is designed to analyze how athletes see, think, and react to in-game split-second decisions. So how does S2 work? The S2 eval is a 30 to 45-minute sports-specific digital evaluation that measures an athlete's cognitive skills and instincts. The eval is uniquely designed for each sport to capture the split-second decisions made in the game. The S2 score report is automatically generated after the eval, with data that provides a complete picture of the athlete's cognitive skills. These results will unlock opportunities for athletes, coaches, athletic directors, scouts, and general managers. It's time to know your game so that you can build to win.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports. But you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
Number 2 hitter, Caden Lawton, to be followed by Max Wyman and Bryce Lee for Southeast Sox. First pitch to Lawton, puts that in play.
It's an out.
That was an out. And again, I mean, it's like
playing Guess Who.
Yeah, we're literally like watching because the camera's not switching. I apologize. Typically, it's a little more reliable than it is certainly being at the moment for us to watch the flight of the ball. And I think our camera just froze.
Yeah. I don't really like the fact that our camera's frozen and it says an EV of 95.2.
Yeah.
Don't really like that one. I feel like we need to play the Jeopardy song.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break as we work through some technical difficulties. We'll be back from LakePoint Sports.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
There's nothing more important for your organization than the look and functionality of where your team spends most of their time. Here at Netting Pros and Stadionic, we create iconic facilities that exceed industry standards and become the headline of your organization. We've worked with dozens of the top leagues, collegiate programs, and professional baseball organizations.
We are here at Clemson University to build our second baseball field on a football field.
And having that partner with Netting Pros to be able to look at that and say, how can we make this happen that could be great for fans, great for the experience, and they nailed it.
We have customized solutions, whatever your needs may be, to help every aspect of your project, bringing facilities to life.
We got to make sure that we're having the top premier product. We want the best for our guys.
Without great partnerships and collaboration with Netting Pros, we wouldn't be able to pull this off.
We're confident that your venue will stand above the rest and your vision for the future will be made into a reality.
The success of every athlete depends on their instincts and split-second decision-making skills. S2 Cognition delivers the leading digital evaluation that is scientifically validated to measure these cognitive abilities that have been unquantifiable until now. The S2 eval is designed to analyze how athletes see, think, and react to in-game split-second decisions. So how does S2 work? The S2 eval is a 30 to 45-minute sports-specific digital evaluation that measures an athlete's cognitive skills and instincts. The eval is uniquely designed for each sport to capture the split-second decisions made in the game. The S2 score report is automatically generated after the eval, with data that provides a complete picture of the athlete's cognitive skills. These results will unlock opportunities for athletes, coaches, athletic directors, scouts, and general managers. It's time to know your game so that you can build to win.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals.
It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. Taking the stage, making the name, flipping the script, changing the game. We're taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability.
All right, apologies. We are finally back. It's still a 4-2 game, and look at that. We get some disco session going on here. New pitcher on the mound for Southeast Sox. Clint Hosa, leadoff walk. Martin now on the mound for the Sox. This is Casper Emery. Emery's 0 for 3. Oh, there we go. Keegan Fiala. Our scoreboard had not updated us. Now we're back into business. Everything was a little right. I think that every bit of our technology is being tested today amongst all the weather delays we've had. So Keegan Fiala at the plate. He's got Chase Legault. Now they're saying it's Jack Lewis. Number 8, Jack Lewis. And nobody was on Game Changer today, so we were running a little blind. So Fiala taking second, the steal. So Noah Martin in the on-deck circle. Noah Martin with a 2-run double in his first trip to the plate. Canes scored 3 runs in the first inning. Added 1 more in the fourth. A home run from Landon Worcester to start off the inning. We've got about 1 minute left on the clock. Back-to-back walks. So Fiala at second, Jack Lewis now at first, and Noah Martin's going to step in. Again, Martin is 1 for 2, 2-run double in the first inning, part of a 3-run inning for the Canes. Martin, the Kansas Wesleyan signee, watches the first pitch strike. He puts that one in play. Martin keeping the chain rolling here, and maybe we might be calling ball game. We are at time. This is Sam Harris. Just misses, so 1-0 here to start things off against Harris. 6 hits in this game for the Canes. This is low now, 3-0. Already 2 walks issued here in the inning. And there's another, so 3 walks. Martin makes his way to second. He gives us Chase Munden now with 1 down. They're all timed out in this game. Ooh, Munden had to shy away from that pitch. He was 1 pitch away from giving the Canes a 5th run in this game. That's right down the middle for strike 1. Now 3-1. 1 down in the inning. Munden is 0 for 2. Ferris Dinkle in the on-deck circle. He does issue the walk. And there is run number 5. So now 5-2 lead for the Canes. And that is ball game. A 3-run win here for the Canes, their 2nd pool play victory. Meanwhile, Southeast Sox dropped to 0-2. We'll watch the pregame handshake, take a quick break. Audio-wise here in studio, we'll come back with player of the game and put a bow on this one from LakePoint Sports. Welcome back in studio. Cory McCartney with you. We just saw Canes Great Plains KC with a 5-2 win over Southeast Sox as pool play continues in the 17U division of the Southeast Select. And Canes GP racing out to a 3-0 lead in the first inning. Noah Martin with the big blow there, a 2-run double. And then they kind of watched the Southeast Sox get 1 run back in the 3rd, another in the 4th, and Landon Worcester deliver the insurance run, a leadoff home run in the bottom of the 4th inning. They got 1 more back in the 5th off of a bases loaded walk to walk out of here as 5-2 victors. They are now 2-0 in pool play. Meanwhile, Southeast Sox still hunting for their first win. Both of these teams will be in action tomorrow at Georgia Highlands. So as an off-site games for them as we'll again run all the way through pool play on Monday, and the championship game for this one will be on Tuesday. A reminder that for the rest of Southeast Select or any of the prep baseball events, you can watch all of the action live or on demand with LakePoint Live, powered by Aware TV and Pixelot. So make sure you check that out. Time to turn our attention to player of the game, and Noah Martin again delivered that 2-run double in the first inning. So the Kansas Wesleyan signee out of Gardner Edgerton, the 2026, coming through with the early kind of just statement hit there for Canes GP to help propel them to this 5-2 victory over Southeast Sox in pool play. So congratulations to Noah Martin. You'll be able to find our interview with the player of the game across all of our social media channels. Until next time, for Avery Hunt, Jack McCartney, and producer Maddie Bullock, I'm Cory McCartney, and for now, we're signing off from LakePoint Sports.